Okay, hello everyone, good morning. So this is Zach here from XIFU. So if you're here with me, appreciate if you can tap a one for me to ensure my sound and screen is working. Alright, so again, a quick disclaimer before we start. This section here, I'm not doing any buy and sell calls. So if you want to trade any stocks based on discussion this morning over here, so first of all, make sure you got your own trading plan. If not, get advice from the professional. Okay, so anything you do, make sure uh, at least have a stop loss. Okay, markets, of course, it's not very bearish right now. Okay, it looks like some of them found the bottoms already, doing a bit of sideways, but definitely it's not bullish. Okay, definitely it's not bullish. Of course, today property looks like still quite hot lah. Okay, but again, let's look into the overall for the KLCI market. Okay, KLCI indices. We look into KLCI first. KLCI actually still okay. In fact, on Friday closing, actually they come the gaps. Okay, so as long as for me, they are still above. It's a small gap anyway. But if let's say they are holding well above the gap, I think it's still fine overall for the KLSA. So yes, property today looks like it's the hottest one. So again, uh, Friday and today is quite crucial for me. But looks like they are making a very good closing already. Let's put my pens up. I cannot see my pen or my pencil here. Okay, so like I said, gaps is always tricky because gap usually when they retest, right? If let's say they fail, normally they will continue in the downtrend. Okay, but in this case over here, if you notice, Friday actually they close up already with even higher volume. So I think well, it's a good time. Okay, probably if you want to focus a little bit more into property moving forward. Of course, the next gap introduced somewhere around this area over here. Okay, so again, focus a little bit of so-called short-term trading. Okay, so maybe this is a area. Okay, probably want to look for some opportunity. Okay, now let's get into construction as well. Friday actually they're able to close the gaps up strongly. Okay, not Friday but Thursday. Okay, close up strongly. Now the next one actually is somewhere around here. Okay, so sometimes what they do is that they will hit this so-called the gap as resistance, retest back. Okay, so for those who miss out, this rally over here, probably want to check out. Okay, is there any chance for them to retest back to the previous gap area, which is currently into support? Okay, then this is again a good area for us to focus for the next opportunities. Okay, so any things that turns to greens today, I think it's only property, constructions, utilities. Okay, utilities still okay lah. The trend is not that bullish yet. But Malakoff, I hope they're still doing well. Friday is not a very good closing, but not too bad over actually the trend. Okay, considering the trend. Okay, energy is still weak. The rest looks like not much of the movement. Okay, now let's go into other things first. We look into glove first. Okay, because glove for me is quite exciting. Okay, interesting. I can say that. Okay, on the closing on Friday. Okay, especially for Top Glove. Okay, we're gonna check later on also the other like Hata, Kosan, Supermax, K Plus, how they are doing right now. Okay, but for me right now, probably I will more interested in Top Glove. Okay, of course today, this morning here is a quiet market for Glove. Okay, don't have much movement. In fact, actually, I hope that they will try lower maybe 107 or 106 AB will be quite nice. Okay, so like I said, this is like a shakeout completes patterns. Okay, so we have this so-called gap up. Okay, previously you can notice here actually supported well. Okay, around the gap area. So this is like I said, it's a nice support areas. Okay, so this one break below a bit disappointing. I thought it's going to fail already, but a strong gap back. Okay, with volume, and recently you notice that here make a successful retest. Okay, so over this area over here, if let's say retest down bar below volume, actually is a good sign for me. Okay, of course I'm still waiting for an opportunity to enter at this current price. If not, I'm going to be a little bit patient. Uh, let's see whether they can retest another support. Okay, I think 107 is a good area for me to look into. Okay, for Top Glove, definitely is for me is counters that are worth to pay attention to. Maybe you want to aim in between support resistance. Okay, so over here, okay, this is the latest one because based on the current price movement. Now, previously, I think they are trying around this area over here several times. Okay, you can aim around 1.25 again. Build your own risk to ratio. For me, I'm looking into this area over here. So if I'm able to enter somewhere around 1.07. Okay, aiming around 1.2, not to say 1.25, but I think 1.20 and above is pretty good already. So for me, this is also a good so-called potential profit, okay, to look into and consider. Okay, so maybe you want to check that out. So okay, now let's into Hata. Okay, Hata Lega also looks like they are also respecting well on the gaps. Okay, so like I say, gap is always interesting. That's why nowadays if let's say you look into the sectors, right, the property sector, construction sector, they actually close gap already. Okay, so yes, maybe moving forward, I will also consider some of these few counters over here. Okay, if you want to, I can look into it. Type below any property construction stocks that you want me to look into. You just type it there, probably we can study together. So over here also, if let's say still holding around 3 ringgit, I think it's still giving some opportunity. Okay, again, who knows? Maybe it will retest around 3 ringgit again. To 3 ringgit 60 cents. Okay, previously you notice here got some retest area. Okay, or maybe 3 ringgit 50 cents area. It's still giving you a kind of like a good opportunity as well. Okay, I look into data and IJM. Okay, now let's look into Supermax. By the way, anyone here actually still in glove? Okay, if let's say you are in glove type 1 for me, if you're in glove type 1 for me, okay, Supermax also, but Supermax previously no gap. Okay, good morning, Tony. Okay, like I said, still, as long as still above this support area, I think it's good. Okay, so this is Supermax. Let's do into Kosan. Okay, GDB. Sure, I'll look into GDB. Okay, Kosa also, but Kosan PST, this is but the gap is quite far. Okay. Oh, Tan still in glove. Okay, so for me, glove, like I say, still got like a little bit of opportunities there. Actually, Kosan not bad. Okay, 2 ringgit retest, 2 ringgit, holding more on 2040 like at the moment. Okay, maybe I'll focus more on Togglove and Kosan. Okay, let's into K plus. This is a bit penny. But like I say, I always don't have luck in glove counters one. I don't know why. Okay, so that's why this one probably I will go maybe slightly a bit pricey one, pricey glove counters like Kosan and Togglove. Okay, so I probably will avoid hard K plus already. Okay, so again, kind of similar setups. Okay, but overall for me, Togglove, Kosan, so far they are doing pretty good in terms of setup at the moment. Hopefully this week they got a chance to retest, okay, the resistance. Okay, now let's go into the others. The comments that I have over here. Later we go into a new pullback stock. Let's see whether to got any pullback counters or not. Okay, so Theta, I think there's a chance for them to make some changes into a trend. High volume. Okay, from here, I think so far is good. Aim for shorter opportunity. Okay, maybe you want to aim around the this area over here. Okay, this is for Ruku. So R1 area. Okay, probably want to aim short-term opportunity into the R1 area. Okay, if you are looking for short-term, because trend-wise, yes, they are still a bit weak. Okay, because they are still below 2040. Normally below 2040, I'll be scared one. Sometimes what they do is that they will try resistance rate and then pop jatuh lagi. Okay, but luckily this one come with high volume. Okay, so maybe when you hit this resistance already, you can lock some profit first. Okay, lock some profits. Let's see the rest. Okay, remaining whether they can move up higher or not. Okay, so far okay, but aim for a short-term opportunity first. Okay, let's do into IJM. Oh yeah, remind me to look into some egg counter also. Egg counter also, Friday didn't move lah. Okay, but setup wise is still good. Okay, setup wise is still good. Okay, now IJM. Okay, so here first gap they covered already, good sign. Okay, now it's the second one they're trying somewhere around here. Okay, sector wise, actually mostly property construction they close the gaps already, but just that some of the stock they are still waiting to cross. Okay, so of course close above is the best one. Okay, this is for Tan. So if let's say it goes up, shooting star again, maybe you want to lock some profit lot, assuming if let's say you enter somewhere around this area. Okay, if you let's say you buy already previously. Okay, if not, probably want to wait at the end of today. Okay, or maybe around 3 or 4 p.m. If let's say they close up, I think 320 cents above, I think it's a good sign. Okay, because this Friday candle also come with high volume. Okay, so again, let's zoom in so you can see better. Okay, I look into MIAG because MIAG also I'm interested actually. Okay, so here, this gap area, if let's say they're able to close up, I think it's a good sign. okay, to focus. Okay, but sometimes a bit tricky one market. You notice here also they close up after a few days they drop back already. All right, because of the seller is still very strong at the time. Okay, so you want to watch out this area here. Okay, for those that who are in KL, okay, probably later on I will post out in the Telegram on my Facebook page. Okay, so we have this upcoming XIFU Members Day. For those that who attended previously, I think around June or July, I cannot recall. Okay, where we invite some of the public listed company, okay, to come and share with us their so-called upcoming project lah. You can ask Q&A also. So upcoming one we have MYEG. Recently their new project Zetrix. Okay, it's very interesting for those that who is nearby. Okay, we will have in our we will have this section actually in PJ. Okay, so if you are nearby, register link. Okay, I'll probably send out somewhere around this week. Okay, it's a small group only now. I try to keep it around 20 over people. Okay, so that we have more like so-called focus, okay, in the section. All right, so okay, now let's go into the next one. We have GDB. I think not mistaken, I think it's quite good. Okay, yes, GDB not too bad. Okay, volume wise not too strong. Okay, volume wise not too strong, but for me, as long as they close the gap, I think I feel okay already. Okay, they closed the 2040 moving average also. So again, probably on the aim for short terms, okay, to resistance. I think it's a good chance, okay, for them to probably retry the resistance level. Okay, so GDB overall I think it's okay. Close gap, even though it's low volume, okay, but I think it's still a good movement. Okay, if let's say they close back below gap, then this is where that probably want to decide whether you want to exit first or not. All right. So okay, GDB done already. We go for Affin. Okay, bank. I think Affin this morning still moving, right? Oh, okay. They dropped below 2040. Okay, it's a gap. Okay, nice gap. Okay, but today is still early lah. Now we're still in the very first trading hour. Okay, if let's say the gap remains to be, if let's say the closing remains gap up, good. Okay, gap up is good. Okay, still too early to tell lah. Okay, but at this moment, I think there's a chance for them to do a continuation. Okay, Grace, if you are in my Telegram, maybe later around 3:30, type it into the Telegram. Remind me again to check out Alfin. Okay, probably we take a look another round again. All right, but so far it's okay for me. Gap up as long as there's gaps towards the end of the day, it's always is a good sign. Okay, it's always is a good sign. Okay, so there's Affin. Let's look into Dufu. Technology nowadays I avoid lah. But of course now doing technical rebound. If you want to do a little bit of technical rebound, I think okay, right? But Dufu not so strong. Okay, this is for C4. Not much of the setups. Not much of the setups, if you ask me. If you look into others, I think the setup is probably somehow a little bit nicer. But I think the rest of the tech counter last Thursday or Friday, I think they moved already. Okay, if you look into genetics, because of the high volume at the bottom, so I feel that maybe they can retest somehow higher a little bit. Okay, because of the high volume, that probably want to focus. This will come with high volume. Okay, Dufu, not much of the volume, so it's a bit difficult to kind of like predict. Okay, whether they will do a technical rebound. Okay, so if you look into Me Technovation as well, this one also, not much of the volume at the bottom. Okay, yeah, I think someone mentioned about Penta. Let's do Penta first before I continue MYEG. Penta similar to Dufu. You see, touch 20 MA, they drop back already. Okay, so again, 2040 for me sometimes is a resistance that you need to watch out. So here, first gap hit 20 MA, drop. Okay, here another one. Okay, drop. Okay, so that's why if you ask me now, Penta Dufu, maybe I'll avoid first. If you ask me, okay, I'll avoid first. Maybe I'll look for others than slightly better one in terms of the setups. Okay, now let's into MYEG. MYEG are also looking for entry today. Okay, so this is on Friday. Okay, actually for me, if let's say they are above 9.5, best is a 9.50 above. Okay, if let's say no, then still okay lah. Later see how lah. Actually, for me, the volume decreasing. Okay, notice here. Thursday, Friday. Today I'm not sure. Okay, because now it's still early. Okay, first trading hour, anything still can change. But let's say towards 4 p.m., 5 p.m. volume remains to be low. Okay, getting lower again is a good sign. Okay, normally it tells that there's a whole there's a healthy pullback is forming in the chart. Okay, sometimes what they do is that they will retest support again. No more seller, then they try to push it to the resistance another round. Okay, again, not sure, but let's continue more than 3 to 4 p.m. Okay, volume remains to be low. I think it's a good thing. Okay, for MIG. Okay, now let's turn into YTR Power, also doing some technical rebound on last week. Okay, short term rebound, yes. Okay, short term rebound, focus short term lah. So long term, I'm not sure because long term, I still think that the trend is still not there yet. Okay, now they successfully crossed 20 MA already. Okay, unlike some of the just now the tech counters, right, Dufu, Penta, the hits, they drop back. This one cross. Okay, next one probably around the 40 MA area. Okay, so good for those that who aiming for very short term. I think our group, there's one member called Dester. Okay, he's pretty good doing that. Okay, so 4 ringgit. Okay, maybe I'm gonna check out around 4 ringgit area. Okay, for the next potential resistance area. Okay, good for those that who want to do technical rebound on short terms. So that's what their power. Long term wise, I say I'm not sure whether Grace is looking for long term, short terms. But long term wise, definitely I think the trend is weakening. If you expect something like this will happen again in a short period of time, I don't think so. Okay, because normally if the trend, if let's say price break below price break the trend line, normally it will have some changes in terms of direction. Not to say it will go into downtrend, but at least a period of sideways. Okay, maybe sometimes this sideways can take up to 6 months. It can happen. Okay, that's YTR Power. Let's look into Jaya Tiasa for Ryan. Jaya Tiasa also a long time didn't come and check already. Hey, okay. Friday, try to close back up the gaps. Okay, but this is a tricky gaps. Okay, this is a tricky gaps. Okay, but it looks like they are slowly going into the reaccumulation phase. Okay, but good for those that who have patient one. Okay, which means they are looking for something that slightly long term. Okay, slightly long term. Okay, because like I said again, this is again same thing with what happened to YTL. A nice break. Okay, above this trading above the 20 MA. Once they cross here, okay, you need to expect some change in trend. Okay, again, not to say they will drop badly, but maybe this sideway over here is gonna take a period of time. Okay, a period of time. So good for those that who focus in long term. Okay, short term, but I think this one no much meat. To here also few percent away lah. Okay, unless you want to look for short terms, only like less than 10%. Okay, more than 10%, I think is a bit tough lah for Jatiasa. Okay, PCAM. Okay, we got high volume on last Friday. Okay, but then you are looking for this for what? For long term or what? Okay, because of high volume, but definitely it's not the highest volume. Okay, so again, how to tell this is a high volume previously. Okay, high volume going up. Okay, you notice there's a change of trend. So in order for this trend, okay, or PCAM to have some changes in the trend, the volume have to be equal, something like this. Okay, so here, yes, we do have increase in volume, but it's not the highest. Okay, so maybe I think the best is that they will do a little technical rebound, maybe retest somewhere around above 6 ringgit area to 7 ringgit area. Okay, so bottom, I don't think it find the bottom already. Okay, maybe take a rebound, then they will drop another round. High volume, then from there probably you want to check whether it's bottom or not. Okay, so normally for me, bottom is whenever there's a spike in volume, that's the easiest to tell. Okay, that's easiest to tell. Okay, currently you can see volume is over here, but it's not the highest, I say. best is that they probably will test somewhere around this area, 6 ringgit 50 cents. Okay, doing for short term, I think is worth it. Okay, I think like PMB Tech, how's similar PMB Tech? But PMB Tech, I think the volume is quite high. Okay, let's look into PMB Tech. But PMB Tech also goes up. Oh, okay, hammer on Friday. Okay, wow, but today gap down. Okay, now here, go to weekly. This one you notice here got volume. So normally got this kind of high volume, but still it's not very high. Okay, it's high, but it's not the highest. So normally got this kind of volume, normally they will do like a technical rebound. Okay, so let me zoom in. Okay, here, technical rebound. Okay, but looks like they hit this resistance. Yeah. Okay, looks like they hit this resistance. That's why they hit here, they drop. Okay, hopefully they will hold. Okay, so for PCAM, okay, I think most probably it will do the same things. Okay, maybe 6 ringgit 50 cent area, and then you check out whether got any sound weaknesses or not. Okay, or maybe it's good always to lock some profit at the resistance area. Okay, let's into KPJ. Then we look into some pullback stocks. Okay, and then we're gonna end our section this morning. Let's into KPJ. So for those who are here again, if you like my this daily morning sections, help me to click the like buttons. Help me to share this out. Again, you know we got this Telegram over here, our Telegram for the daily discussions. So from time to time, if let's say I spot anything that is interesting, I will share in the Telegram as well. Okay, KBJ continuation of trend after a period of so-called this is a reaccumulation. Okay, so for those counters that going into a nice trend already and then the break below 2040 again, like I say, expect this kind of movement. Like here from here, right here is around March to here somewhere around September. This is 6 months. Okay, so if you look into like YTR power, they also break below 2040 MA. So maybe a sideways period may happen. Okay, so this is what I mean. Normally a trend, uptrend when they break already, okay, sideways happen one. Okay, so some bulls they go into downtrend, but looks like YTR still holding. Okay, now KPJ, you want to TP, going up higher already, this one. Okay, now let's look into weekly chart because this one breaking the recent high. Oh, I think it's all-time high. Well, all-time high a bit difficult because normally for me, if let's say all-time high, I will monitor for so-called sell witness. Okay, if let's say got like shooting star, that's where I'll lock profits. Okay, but so far I see the trend is still healthy. Of course, right now the price is a bit far from 20 MA. So which means that maybe pullback can happen. Okay, pullback can happen. Okay, but so far right now I don't see any weakness sign. Okay, so if you want to write, still can. Okay, best lock some profit. This is normally what I do. Okay, if let's say got more than 10%, you can lock some profit first. Okay, and then the rest let you run. Okay, maybe I'll check out some of my pullback stocks before we end our section. KGB still strong, I expect actually. KGB actually recover quite fast. Okay, let's do the KGB. Okay, let's see whether they retest 2040 or not, somewhere around this week or next week. M. Seaman also looks like coming back. Okay, Kim Lun. Okay, Kim Lun not bad. Okay, actually Kim Lun not bad. MBMR. Okay, this one's in uptrend. I think no issue. It must. Okay, IT Max actually is pretty good. Okay, IT Max is pretty good. Okay, looks like gonna cross this shooting star. Cross that is a good sign. KGB, not much today. Mostly it's repeated stock. Okay, Marsing. Okay, property is still hot. I think today mostly you all know. IWCT, all this is still hot. Okay, closing gap I think is a good sign. Okay, can monitor for Marsing. Okay, net gates. Okay, so I'm holding heading to 40 MA already. Okay, but with low volume. Okay, so far right now I don't spot any good so-called nice pullback stocks. Okay, if I spot any, probably I'll share in the group lah. Okay, MIG, yes, but maybe, if let's say around 3 to 4 p.m. volume remains to be low, I'll probably consider to look for my entry for today for MIG. Okay, nothing new. Okay, so let's say I'm able to spot something others that this current list over here, maybe sometimes the list will have more selection, okay, towards the afternoon section. Okay, I'll post it in the Telegram. So with this, once again, thank you for joining me this section over here. Do remember to help me to click the like button, share this out for me, okay, to support our growth so we can go bigger. With this, thank you, and I'll see you again tomorrow.